how's it going? Welcome back. So today we're actually going to be working on my blue RS. I have a race coming up, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. And this thing's been in storage since last November. This is a 99 Impreza 2.5 RS. I bought the car with the sole intention on running RallyCross and eventually stage rally. Haven't made it to the stage rally part yet, someday, but RallyCross is a ton of fun. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend looking up your local club and seeing what they have to offer. I first started rallycrossing in a borrowed RS.
Wow, this is an autocross, that's for goddamn sure.
After that, I had a $500 L sedan, similar to my green L coupe over there. And man, just what a blast for no money at all. Just tons and tons and tons of fun. There is a really bad power steering line on this car. I think the pump is finally just had enough. Good news is I actually have a spare pump out of the 6-cylinder swap car. I actually have some new tuning software for this car as well. It's called Project Lambda Tuning, and it's a Bluetooth dongle that goes into the OBD2 port. They just enabled launch control, so I really want to try and see if that works at least today and see if maybe I can increase the rev limiter. But we're going to break the laptop out and see what's going on with that program and see what we can do. And yeah, let's get right to it. So this is the Bluetooth dongle for the Project Lambda Tuning. You can purchase this from them. You can buy this without the activation license, and then you actually just pay for the activation license later. I've already messed with this. It's actually pretty sweet. It's got a 3D printed casing. They did a good job with this. And it's really nice. We actually haven't had a tuning solution for these ECUs. They haven't been broken open source, so this is the first time, believe it or not, in 2019, this is the first time we've been able to tune a 99 Subaru. You can see from the devices I have on the dash, I made anything work. I mean, I had just an Apex I AFC controller and an ITC knockbox on there just to try and throw some fuel and timing at it for the intake and exhaust I have on it. The car was able to get to 130, 135 horsepower, something like that. So, I mean, did a really good job with just old piggyback systems, but it would really be nice to be able to change the injectors and go to a higher compression piston, maybe an ethanol-based fuel, stuff like that in the future. So, but anyways, this just plugs in right underneath the dash, just in your OBD2 port. We have connected to the Bluetooth, the SSM for the Project Lambda, so that's good. All right, so I actually already pulled the ROM off this car and modified it a little bit. Just looking to see if I can get this launch mode to work. So 10 kilometers, gonna turn it on at 3,000, turn it off at 31, and then change this from a 0 to a 1 to enable that state. So good there. We'll resave the tune, and I'm gonna go connect the green connectors under the dash. All Subarus, you have to connect the green connectors under the dash, and then we'll load this tune and see if the launch limiter works. This should be cool. Alright, so just over 1 T-Swift to get that done. Doesn't take too long. Need to disconnect the green connectors underneath the dash and then cycle the key and start it up and see if that launch limiter took. That's awesome. Oh my god, that power steering pump's bad. Alright, I'm gonna change the oil in this thing, change power steering pump, and go from there. But that is a win. We now have a launch limiter on the RallyCross car. Super cool. Love it. So that is it. As I mentioned, the event is in about 2 weeks, so make sure to follow along. We're going to be going with that. If you've never been to a Rallycross event, I'm actually going to be going over a few specifics when I get there. So I'm going to try and do kind of a how-to video on Rallycross, when you show up, where you go, who you talk to, what you do, how the day goes, and basically the just overall feel of a local event. That's going to be it for this episode. If you like what you saw, make sure you give it a like. And if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.